Good morning and welcome back. Today let's study Grammar Way, lesson 14 and lesson 17. Okay, lesson 14, perfect tenses. Page number 66, lesson 14, perfect tenses. So in this chapter we are going to study present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. So first let us study present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used for an action that started in the present and started in the past and continues in the present. For example, I have lived in Kolkata since 1991. So that person started living in Kolkata in the past, still it continues. In such situations, you can use present perfect tense. Okay, so present perfect tense shows that the action is just completed. It also indicates that the effect of the action continues in the present. Still, it is in the present. Okay, it continues. Still, it continues. Present perfect tense. And also we use present perfect tense to indicate an action, indicate a repeated action between the past and now. I have traveled to Australia thrice. So it is a repeated action, something that happened in the past and also present. So it is used to indicate a repeated action. Then what it is used to indicate an action that started in the past but continues in the present. Then an action where the time is not important. If the time is not important in an action, we can use present perfect tense. I have watched The Sound of Music several times. Then it is used to indicate an action that has just been completed. Just been completed. Ippo completed actions. The travelers have returned home. The teachers has corrected all the notebooks. Then how to form this present perfect tense? There is a particular form for this present perfect tense. What is its first? Subject. Okay. Then here in this tense, present perfect tense, we use the auxiliaries has, have plus V3 form or third form of the verb, past participle form, that is eat, ate, eaten. So this is the third form, eaten. മൂന്നാമത്തെ form. Okay, third form, past participle. Write, wrote, written. Written is the third form. Bring, brought, brought. Brought is the third form. Okay, so subject plus has or have plus past participle or the third form of the verb. Okay, and if the subject is singular, we take has. If the subject is plural, we take have. Singular means with he, she, it, then all with all singular subjects, we take has auxiliary. Then with I and you, we always take what have. So even though I is singular, we take have. Then with all plural nouns and pronouns, we take have. Plural means we, they, then you also. Okay, so with singular nouns and pronouns, we take the auxiliary verb has. With plural, we take have. And with I and you, we take have. Then write the past participle form of the verb given in the bracket. Okay. Now, exercise 1, fill in the blanks with the present perfect tense of the verbs in brackets. So a verb is given in the bracket. you have to write has or have first. If the subject is plural, you take have. If the subject is singular, we take has. Then past participle form of the verb given in the bracket. Okay, here this is the verb. So the students plural, so we take have. Then complete, V3 form, completed. Okay, then the gardener is what? Singular. So has, gardener has. Buy, bought, BOUGHT ആണ് third form. Okay, then mother singular, so mother. Has, finished, ed. Then shobha singular, so has. Okay, shobha singular, so has. Sent in the V3, SENT. Sent. Okay, then they plural, so they have. Make plural form, made, MADE. Then they have learned, LEARNED. Then Sheila has painted. Then Varun has, Varun singular, so has. Varun has been to the zoo. Okay, B for been. Okay, Varun has been to the zoo many times. Okay, now here answer key is given. Okay, no need of answer key actually. You can write yourself. Now let us study. So present perfect tense, has or have plus V3. Okay, now we are going to study past perfect tense. Okay, past perfect tense is used to the verbs that are so in these two sentences Smita had finished. Past perfect tense is used to indicate that one action was completed before another action. Okay, so sometimes we can see two actions in a sentence. ചില സെൻറ്റൻസസിൽ നമുക്ക് രണ്ട് ആക്ഷൻ കാണാൻ പറ്റും. We can classify those two actions as first action and second action. So in such sentences, we use past perfect for denoting the first action. ഫസ്റ്റ് ആക്ഷൻ ഡിനോട്ട് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ പാസ്റ്റ് പെർഫെക്റ്റ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യും. ആൻഡ് വി യൂസ് സിമ്പിൾ പാസ്റ്റ് ഫോർ ഡിനോട്ടിങ് ദ സെക്കൻഡ് ആക്ഷൻ. ഓക്കെ, സോ ലുക്ക് അറ്റ് ദിസ് സെൻറ്റൻസ്. ദ film had started when we reached the cinema hall. So look at this sentence. Okay, എന്നിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. Okay, so look at the sentence. The film had started when we reached the cinema hall. So in this sentence, we can see two actions. Which are those two actions? We reached the cinema hall. We reached. രണ്ട് verb ഉണ്ട്. We reached the cinema hall. നമ്മൾ cinema hallil എത്തി. Then the film had started. Film had already started. So another action. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ തിയേറ്ററിൽ എത്തിയതും സിനിമ തുടങ്ങിയതും. സോ ഹിയർ ഇൻ ദിസ് സെൻറ്റൻസ് വി ക്യാൻ സീ ടു ആക്ഷൻസ്. വിച്ച് ഈസ് ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ആക്ഷൻ ഹിയർ? നമ്മൾ തിയേറ്ററിൽ എത്തിക്കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ തന്നെ സിനിമ തുടങ്ങിക്കഴിഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ആക്ഷൻ ഈസ് ഫിലിം സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ്. ഫിലിം ഹാഡ് സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് ഈസ് ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ആക്ഷൻ. ആഫ്റ്റർ ദാറ്റ് വി റീച്ച് ദ സിനിമ ഹാൾ. സെക്കൻഡ് ആക്ഷൻ ആണ് വി റീച്ച് ദ സിനിമ ഹാൾ. സോ ഇൻ സച്ച് സെൻറ്റൻസസ് we can use simple past for denoting the second action and past perfect for denoting the first action. First action denote ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് past perfect യൂസ് ചെയ്യാം. സെക്കൻഡ് ആക്ഷൻ ഡിനോട്ട് ചെയ്യാനായിട്ട് സിമ്പിൾ പാസ്റ്റ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യാം. ഓക്കെ, for example this one, the patient had died. The patient had died when the doctor arrived. So here in this sentence also we can see two actions, two verbs. Kando, arrived and had died. So the patient had died when the doctor arrived. Doctor എന്താണ് എത്തിയപ്പോഴേക്കും പേഷ്യൻ്റ് മരിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ ആദ്യം നടന്നത് പേഷ്യൻ്റ് മരിച്ചതാണ്. രണ്ടാമതാണ് ഡോക്ടർ അവിടെ വന്നത്. സോ വി ക്യാൻ യൂസ് പാസ്റ്റ് പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ഫോർ ഡിനോട്ടിങ് ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ആക്ഷൻ ആൻഡ് സെക്കൻഡ് ആക്ഷൻ വി യൂസ് സിമ്പിൾ past tense. Okay, so had died first action, second action simple past. Okay, then the past perfect tense is used to indicate that one action was completed before another action. We use past perfect tense for the earlier action and the simple past for the second action. That is what why I already told you. Then how to form this past perfect tense. Past perfect tense എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നത്? പ്രസൻറ്റ് പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ടെൻസ് നമ്മൾ ഹാസും ഹാവും ബി ത്രീയും. സോ പാസ്റ്റ് പെർഫെക്റ്റ് ടെൻസ് ജസ്റ്റ് ചേഞ്ച് ദറ്റ് ഓക്സിലറീസ്. ഹാസും ഹാവിനെയും പാസ്റ്റ് ആക്കുമ്പോൾ എന്ത് പറ്റും? ഹാഡ് ആകും. ഇതിൻ്റെ പാസ്റ്റ് ഹാഡാണ്. സോ സെയിം ഹാഡ് സബ്ജെക്റ്റ് പ്ലസ് had. Singular plural എന്നുള്ള ഫോം ഇവിടെ ഇല്ല. വാട്ട് എവർ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ്, സിംഗുലർ ഓർ പ്ലൂറൽ, വി യൂസ് ഓൺലി had. Subject plus had plus what V3 form. Third form of the verb or past participle. With perfect tense we always use V3 form only. V3 നമ്മൾ പെർഫെക്റ്റിൻ്റെ കൂടെ യൂസ് ചെയ്യാറുള്ളൂ because it is used to indicate a completed action. Okay, past participle form of the verb. Subject plus had plus V3. Now fill in the blanks with past perfect form of the verbs in brackets. Past perfect form use ചെയ്യണം. A verb is given in the bracket, that is had plus V3. Okay, Nita had eaten. Then Uncle Ken had left. Had. L-E-F-T, leave, left. Then some flowers in the garden. So have. Already blossomed, S-M-E-D, blossomed. സ്ഥലമില്ലാട്ടോ. Vineet dash the jigsaw puzzle. Vineet had, so ഇവിടെ have അല്ല കേട്ടോ, had ആണ്. Some flowers had. Okay, here also had. Vineet had solved, S-O-L-V-E-D, solved jigsaw puzzle. Then the rehearsal dash for nearly 2 hours before the actors had a break. Rehearsal had continued, ED. The rescue team reached the site after the hurricane dash many houses had destroyed. ഇവിടെ കണ്ടോ, രണ്ട് verb ഉണ്ട്. Okay, then mother sat down to read the magazine after she had prepared RED. Then just a name, Veera wished to learn Japanese after she had spent, SPENT, spent. Okay, so here is the answer. Then fill in the blanks using next exercise. Fill in the blanks with the simple past continuous or past perfect form. Page number 68, exercise C. So I didn't take a photo of this question. Okay, I just take this questions with answers form. Okay, so you can use simple past or past continuous or past perfect form. So answer is given here. Complete that exercise. Now let's study future perfect tense. Okay, future perfect tense. So where can we use future perfect tense? Future perfect tense is used to show an action that has not yet happened but will be completed before a particular point in time in the future. It is not yet happened, ഇതുവരെ നടന്നില്ല, പക്ഷേ ഫ്യൂച്ചറിൽ ഒരു പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ടൈമിനകത്ത് അത് നടന്നിരിക്കും. Okay, they will have learned to play the piano by the time she leaves the school. By the time she leaves the school, Tina will have learned to play the piano. So it is not yet happened, but it will be completed before a particular time in future. Okay, and how to form future perfect tense? Okay, so here subject plus will. plus have plus V3. Will have written, will have eaten, will have danced, etc. So subject plus will plus have plus V3. സിംഗുലർ ആണെങ്കിലും പ്ലൂറൽ ആണെങ്കിലും എന്താണെങ്കിലും ഹാവ് തന്നെയാണ്. ഓക്കെ. Then here look at this, fill in the blanks with the future perfect form of the verbs. So future perfect use here, will have gone. The municipality will have demolished. Demolished. Father will have picked as. Krish will have bought. We will have planted. Then we hope. Okay. Sometimes we can use shall along with we. പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ നിങ്ങൾക്കത് പറയുന്നില്ല. ഇപ്പം നിങ്ങളിങ്ങനെ പഠിച്ചാൽ മതി കേട്ടോ. Then we will have planted. We will have planted. We hope the police will have rescued. Will have rescued. Then Garima will have returned. The guests will have arrived. Okay. Municipality will have demolished. Father will have picked. Krish will have bought. We will have planted. Police will have rescued. Garima will have returned. Guests will have arrived. Okay. Answer is here. Then last exercise E also. Fill in the blanks with simple future tense, the future continuous or future perfect form of the verbs in brackets. One has been done for you. So I have given the questions with answers. Okay, that also you have to copy. Now let's study. Next lesson is actually active and passive, that we will study when school reopens. സ്കൂൾ തുറക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ആക്റ്റീവ് പാസീവ് ഡയറക്റ്റ് ഇൻഡയറക്റ്റ് ഒക്കെ നമ്മൾ നല്ലതായിട്ട് സ്കൂളിൽ നമുക്ക് ഡയറക്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ മാത്രമേ കൂടുതൽ ഇഫക്റ്റീവ് ആവുള്ളൂ. അതുകൊണ്ട് ടീച്ചർ ഇപ്പോൾ അത് സ്കിപ്പ് ചെയ്യാണ്. ഡോണ്ട് വറി, നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഇയർ വി വിൽ ടേക്ക് എവറിത്തിങ്. ഓക്കെ, ബിക്കോസ് ദിസ് ഇസ് വെരി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് ടോപ്പിക്. ആക്റ്റീവ് പാസീവ് റിപ്പോർട്ടഡ് സ്പീച്ച് എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ 10th വരെയും നിങ്ങൾക്ക്, നോട്ട് 10th അലോൺ, +1 +2 ഓൾസോ, ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് വെരി യൂസ്ഫുൾ. So next year means when school reopens, I'll take all these important portions. ഓക്കെ, അതുവരെ നമുക്ക് ഇതിൽ പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന ലെസൺസാണ് നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ എടുത്തു പോകുന്നത്. നെക്സ്റ്റ് 17 adverb, subject verb agreement എടുക്കും, ബട്ട് നെക്സ്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ്. ഓക്കെ, now let's move on to lesson 17 adverbs. I think you have already studied different types of adverbs, what is an adverb, then kinds of adverbs, etc. Okay, so let us revise it once again. It's a very easy one. What is an adverb? Adverbs are words that modify a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Adjective is what that words that modify adjective is a noun. Okay, describing words are called adjectives. But here adverb modifies a verb, an adjective and another adverb. Adjective modify ചെയ്യുന്നത് നൗണിനെയാണ് ക്വാളിഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ബട്ട് adverb ക്വാളിഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്നത് a noun, adjective or adverb. Okay. Beena steered the car skillfully. Okay, so it is modified what the verb steered. How Beena steered the car skillfully. How did she steer? Skillfully. So it modifies the noun verb steer. Okay. Then Nitin does not go anywhere during the holidays. So here anywhere is an adverb. Okay. Then go anywhere. Then we watched an interesting program yesterday. Watched yesterday. Watched ആണ് ക്വാളിഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Lara often goes to the mall with her parents. Also here often goes. Then worked enough. So all these words qualify, modify a verb here. Okay, so that's why it is called adverbs. These are all these words in blue letters are called adverb. Okay. Then different types of adverbs we have. What are they? Adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of degree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are different kinds of adverbs we have. So here 5 types of adverbs given. What are they? Adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner means it tells us how something is what done. Adverbs of manner. Then adverbs of place. Place means indicates where what one go. Okay, it goes indicates place. Then here it is in the second sentence. Look at Nitin does not go anywhere. Anywhere here indicate place. So it is adverbs of place. Then Beena steered the car skillfully. Here steered. How does she steer? Skillfully. So it is adverb of manner. Then third sentence. Look at the third sentence. We watched an interesting program yesterday. It shows when the program was watched, when it is watched. That is adverbs of time. Okay, adverbs of time yesterday. Then in the fourth sentence, let us Lara often goes to the mall. So often shows how frequency, etra pravashyam, how frequently Lara goes to the mall. So it was adverb of frequency. Then in the last sentence, look at you have worked enough today. So enough shows to what extent the action completed. So it is adverb of degree. So 5 types of adverbs we have: adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, adverbs of frequency, then adverbs of degree. Okay. Now underline the adverbs in these sentences and write whether they are adverbs of manner, place, time, frequency or degree. ഏതാണെന്ന് നമ്മൾ എഴുതണം. The lady asked us to sit wherever. Wherever denotes place. So adverb of place. Then the girls worked diligently to complete the chart. So how did the girls work? Diligently. Diligently means smartly, fastly. So here diligently is the adverb and it is adverb of manner. Okay, adverbs of manner. Then Ramesh never speaks out of turn. Okay, Ramesh never speaks out of turn. So it's how many times? Never. Answer frequency. Okay. Then Rashmi is always up to some prank or the another. So here always shows frequency. Always എപ്പോഴും. How often? Okay, so frequency. The audience applauded enthusiastically at the end of the program. So how did the audience applaud enthusiastically? So it's a manner, adverb of manner. Then the leaves in the river were floating downstream. Where it is floating? Downstream. So it is place, adverb of place. Then we are very worried about our aunt's health. Very means degree. It shows the intensity, degree. Okay. Father promised to be back from office soon. Soon petana, time. It is adverb of time. Okay. Now fill in the blanks with the adverbs of manner from the box. So 8 adverbs of manners are given here in the box. We have to select the suitable one. Okay, so all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle fit perfectly. Okay. Many of the wealthy people in the town contributed dash to the earthquake relief fund. Okay, so contributed generously contributed ധാരാളം. Okay, the doctor examined the little child tenderly, lovingly, tenderly. So the mother was waiting anxiously for her son's return from the war. Okay, the actress was dressed elegantly, beautifully, elegantly for the ceremony. Then Vikram has been working dash to complete the order. Vikram has been working hard to complete the order. Then the four friends arranged all books dash in the cupboard meticulously, wisely. Okay, meticulously in the cupboard, wisely. Then intelligently എന്നൊക്കെ പറയാം, meticulously. Then the acrobats executed all the feats dexterously. Okay, dexterously also skillfully, dexterously. Then next is rewrite these sentences. Position of adverbs. Next topic is position of adverbs. That is, where can we place these adverbs in sentences? Okay, some rules are given here. Adverbs of place, manner, times. ഈ മൂന്നെണ്ണം adverbs of place, then manner, time. Where can we place these? Sometimes at the beginning of a sentence or at the end of a sentence. Okay, place, manner, time. Adverbs of manner, place and time are used at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. Manner and frequency. Next is manner and frequency are used in the middle of a sentence. Manner, adverbs of manner, adverbs of frequency can be placed at the middle of a sentence. Okay. Next, watch my favorite program on television. I watch my favorite programs on television with my brother. And one adverb is given in the bracket. We have to place it according to the position. Then occasionally. Okay, I occasionally watch my favorite. Occasionally is frequency. Okay, frequency. In the middle of a sentence. I occasionally watch. Then the match was not cancelled. Fortunately, and manner. Fortunately, the match was not cancelled. Fortunately, the match was not cancelled. Preeti walked to the post office to collect the packet. Nearby. Okay, middle nearby to collect the packet. The children were talking excitedly. Here manner ആണ്, but at the end of the sentence. The mountaineers were exhausted after the strenuous climb. Okay, completely exhausted. Then the tents were set up there last at the end. Mita could not find her parents anywhere. Okay. Then Raj goes to the playground to play with his friends. So Raj seldom goes to the playground to play with his friends. Then one more topic is here. Fill in the blanks with read these sentences and note the highlighted word, that is interrogative sentence, interrogative adverbs. Which are the interrogative adverbs? That is why, when, where, how. ഇത്രയാണ് interrogative adverb. We can use these at the beginning of a question. Okay, interrogative adverbs, why, when, where, how. We can use these. It is placed at the beginning of a sentence to ask questions. Okay, questions ഉണ്ടാക്കാനായിട്ട് ബിഗിനിങ്ങിൽ നമുക്ക് യൂസ് ചെയ്യാം. No other question words, only why, when, where and how. So fill in the blanks with interrogative verbs. One has been done for you. Dash is grandfather's wallet. Where is grandfather's wallet? Okay. Then dash has he feared in the science examination? Fared in the science examination. So how has he fared in the science examination? When dash are you going to finish the task? When are you going to finish the task? Then dash have all the children gone? Where have all the children gone? Then where is the concert being held? Then dash will the program start? When will the program start? Then dash have you not done your homework? Why have you not done your homework? Then dash is the room so dirty? Why is the room so dirty? So write all these answers in your textbook and study well. And that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.